Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Point After Podcast. Episode 40. 40. We made it, bro. We've come a long way.
That's crazy. We're like almost.
Bro. But this is gonna be a good one, bro. Jay, this is gonna be a good one.
I like today's episode. It's good. It's a good mixture of everything, right?
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about KD and his future.
That's right.
We gotta talk about it, man. Today it broke. Congratulations, Carmelo Anthony being elected into the 2025 Hall of Fame. Shout out to one of the GOATs, man. And then we're gonna talk about Cena and Cody, and then Gunther, his performance. That's gonna be a topic right there. But hey, Jay, before we jump into it, bro,
he hurt my oos.
I know that was disgusting, bro. Michael Cole was with the call of the century.
Shout out Michael Cole, man.
Yeah, for real, one of the GOATs too.
Yeah,
Jay, how's this week treating you, bro? What's happening, bro?
It's been good, dog. Just been doing me, man. I've just been working, doing the daily things. I've been on that 2K, 2K has always treated me nice, but late nights and eating. That's about it though, my boy. How about you? How about you?
Yeah, you're talking about playing video games. Unfortunately, I can't play right now because the Wi-Fi is cooked. So it's cooked. So I'm kind of been up. Well, I got a job, a little part time while I'm getting my my bachelor's, my master's degree in business sports management. You know what I'm saying? Your boy K is going to be an agent, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe.
Hey, we don't see what's up.
Yeah. But let's jump into it right away, man. Kevin Durant, his future is in question.
I wonder.
And you know what? Sham Sharani today brought up some teams. I'm gonna bring him up real quick, but I'm gonna give you the first stab at it. How do you feel about? Do you believe Kevin Durant should stay in Phoenix? He should go. And overall, how do you feel about Kevin Durant these last few years? Always mentioned in trade rumors.
I mean, when it comes down to Kevin Durant, ever since he kind of left the Thunder, given everyone thought he was a hometown guy, I think the notion and the outlook on him was he was kind of going to be there and stay there for the rest of his career. I think people would say at that time, right? Just of the legacy he built upon with Westbrook there, with Perkins, Serge Ibaka, and that great bench as well. What was that defensive?
Oh, Serge Ibaka?
No. Shooting guard he played the 2 next to Russ.
Oh, James Harden.
No.
In the early years. Are you talking about Roberson?
Thank you. Roberson. Very good on the defensive side.
He was a defensive demon, bro.
That's what I mean. He's very forgotten defensively. But I think ever since Kevin Durant straight away and he went to Golden State, I think just all these trade talks with KD just started coming up. And the way his attitude kind of is with certain teams and is he cool to work with, right? And also, is he benefiting the team in itself? Obviously, KD's going to play like KD, but he also has injury problems. It's the matter of if he could stay on the court or not. He averages well. That's not the problem. And it's also what's around him. If you don't put the right pieces around him, it doesn't mesh well. And that's exactly what we have in Phoenix. And coming to see how he's going to be an unrestricted free agent in the summer of 2026. If I'm Kevin Durant, I ride this out. I ride this out and get your money because what are you building upon? I mean, and the Suns are in a very difficult position. So I'd say just play it out, dog. I mean, you kind of made your bed. You got to lie in it. So
definitely. So yeah, those teams that are going to reportedly Shams said are going to be involved are the Minnesota Timberwolves, the New York Knicks, the Houston Rockets, the Spurs, and the Miami Heat.
Spurs would be interesting.
The Spurs would be interesting, but for me, look, before I get into it, I love KD. He's one of the all-time greats. He's one of my favorite players, similar to the guy that we're going to be talking about next. But at 37, I'm not trading my young players to get KD at this point. I'm just not doing that.
He's 36, right?
Yeah, 36 going on 37, I believe. But I'm not doing that because it's like, and again, we all know basketball is a team sport. It's not a one-man sport. It doesn't all end with one player.
prime example. Sorry to cut you off, but with Curry and Butler, you add Butler, and look what happens to the team. They're automatically a 4th, 5th seed. I mean, come on.
Yeah, Warriors been playing well. I just think, like at this age, Kevin Durant is still a really good player, but he can't dominate a game as far as what he did when he was younger. Like, think about it.
Mhm.
When Kevin Durant was on teams, they were not the 9 and 10 seed. Like,
Exactly.
you know what I mean? There's a reason why, like for years, like when AD was in Los Angeles, right, to kind of take it to a different conversation.
Right.
Like, AD has been the best player on the Lakers for years now. It's not been LeBron. LeBron's been a secondary guy.
Mhm.
But the people who are casual and don't watch the game think LeBron is still the best player. No, he's not.
And also
Anthony Davis.
And then also the perception of the injuries of Anthony Davis, and they don't know the casuals that he's actually been playing. It's just the slight injuries that'll keep him out.
And that's the thing. So it's like, if I'm a young team, I'm not trading for KD. Now, a team that would be interesting would be Dallas, because Kyrie and AD, those guys are in their 30s, they're experienced. That'd be a good fit. If I'm OKC, I know there's been, I saw, on CBS and other networks talking about Oklahoma City should be interested in KD. No, I'm not trading
You're not
Holmgren.
going to go backwards.
I'm not trading J-Dub and some of these young guys to get KD. And KD's still a great player. He's still a great scorer. But at this point, I'm not doing that.
You got to think of the value aspect of it, right?
Yeah. And look, KD went to Phoenix with Devin Booker, and look how it's kind of played out.
Mm-hmm.
So, look, like I said, I love KD. The best thing for KD right now is to stay in Phoenix and just work out the situation. Play it out. Like you said, play it out. Figure it out with Devin Booker.
Get your money while you're at it. You're on a fat contract. Like, just stay. There's no reason for you to move and kind of just mess up your legacy that much more. It's just not worth it.
Yeah, and it's just, I think, too, I don't know, man. Like, I want to see guys stay and grow with the team, and
absolutely,
you know what I mean. Like, I don't want to keep seeing guys just jump ship.
I didn't even hear you mention. No. I agree. I absolutely agree. But even adding Bradley Beal, what did that do at the end of the day, right? I mean, you kind of just had to look at the Suns team and look at it like this. This is what happens when you try to collect a super team and everything just kind of goes sideways a little bit. They're damn near out the play-in now.
Yeah, they're a game and a half out of the play-in. They're in a game and a half behind Sacramento for that last play-in spot.
And it's not like, even if they survive the play-in, I'm like, how far are you really gonna go?
Yeah, and I mean, you look at KD, his numbers, like, he's been pretty good this year. He's averaging 27 a game. He's shooting over 50% from the field, over 40. I believe it was 43% from three. Like, he's still playing at a very efficient level, but it's just not enough. You know what I mean? So
it's not enough, man.
I think, like you said, if Miami, I guess, would be interesting because, it's the Heat, and they've kind of gone after veteran stars, a la Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, they went that way before,
But again, it's like, what are you going to have to give up? Like, I'm not giving up the farm for KD at this point. At 30 years old, at 20, okay, I would do that. At 36, 37, no, I'm not doing that no more.
Absolutely not. Not even touching draft picks.
No. Yeah, and, I think the tough part is that, like, Phoenix is actually playing pretty well, like, recently, and then KD messes up his ankle against Houston, and they're kind of take 5 steps back.
and not to hate on KD, and it is a part of the whole game. Injuries have been a significant problem of KD's game, and that's, I guess you could say, it's just one of his Achilles heel, I guess, because when he's not on the court, it really shows, like, the difference. You know what I mean? Without his play, without his contribution. So, yeah, KD, you just get your money, man. Play out your contract, and then the whole world of the NBA is your oyster at that point. You could see which other guys go to other teams, that type of thing, and then you could play it out and see where it benefits you.
And look at all the top teams right now in the West and the East. Like, OKC drafted all their guys. They didn't go out and try to trade for big fishes and give up all their draft picks and young players. They kept and developed their players. Look at Boston. Look what they did with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. They drafted all their guys. Yes, they added Porzingis and Drew Holiday, but they went to the finals with those two along with Marcus Smart.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the Cleveland Cavaliers. You drafted Darius Garland. You drafted Evan Mobley. Then you acquired Jared Allen and Donovan Mitchell, but their two core players are drafted. I just think
Rockets too, huh?
Yeah, I was about to say the Rockets, like Amen Thompson, Alperen Şengün, Jabari Smith,
Jalen
Green
up in there, second seed.
Yeah, Jalen Green, and then they added guys like Fred VanVleet, Dylan Brooks to go along with their young core. Yep. So the whole ascending a big three and trading all your assets, as we see, it doesn't really work anymore. It's a different NBA.
The Warriors did it the right way, and they were. I feel like
they didn't give up the farm for Jimmy Butler.
That's the thing, right? And they were able to be substantial in that amount of time and kind of construct the contracts in a certain way. And also, a lot of people don't give credit to the Warriors. A lot of the guys and a lot of the team they had, it was drafted as well. Through the draft. And then they just added KD to just build on top of everything.
Even recently with the Warriors, Moses Moody, Brandon Pajemski drafted, Kuminga. Yep. They found Quentin Post in the second round. He's been playing well.
TJ.
Yeah, Trey Jackson Davis. He's kind of gotten some DMPs recently, but again, he was solid, really good last year, and he again drafted. So that kind of seems the way to draft and develop rather than, hey, okay, KD's available. We'll trade all young guys because it's KD.
Just add this guy. It's not gonna work all the time.
Yeah. So KD, man, stay in Phoenix, man. Work it out. Who knows? But at the end of the day, though, who knows? Because Matt Ishbia might have something up his sleeve where he's just like, screw it, we got to end it and start over. But if I was KD, and I'm not taking ownership because then the ownership is gonna do what they want to do. They could trade KD if they want. Absolutely. If I'm KD, bro, I'm staying in Phoenix, bro, and just trying to figure this out. Because why leave? You've been there for only 2 years now, right?
You have all the cards. He has all the cards in his hand. He doesn't have free agency until next year. He could plan this out for a whole another year. Like I said, he could see the moves other superstars make, what other teams he could possibly go to as a smart move for him. Mm-hmm. If he wants to get another championship, he will make a smart move here.
Yeah, the Knicks, I'm not doing that. They got a nice thing over there. I'm not doing that. Minnesota, I'm not doing that. Houston, obviously not. San Antonio, no. I mean, like I said, Miami, because maybe. Yeah, man. KD's in a tough spot. I don't think stay in Phoenix.
Stay in Phoenix. Stay in Phoenix. Subscribe, motherfucker. Let's get on a little more positive note, though. Carmelo Anthony.
Yes, sir.
Finally in the Hall of Fame. My boy, 10-time. Let me just list this off real quick. And all the people talking shit online, talking about something. He don't got no rings. Y'all shut your ass up right now. 10-time NBA All-Star, 2-time All-NBA second team, 4-time All-NBA third team, 2013 NBA scoring champion, NBA All-Rookie first team at 2004, NBA 75th anniversary team. We all know that one. NCAA champ and a McDonald's All-American in 2002, including many more. And he's like 10th in the league in points. If I'm
10th all time.
10th all time. Yeah, man.
I
mean, Carmelo Anthony. This is much well deserved. Being an absolute bucket, versatile scorer on any team he's on, and just that era, man. It's so good to see like Melo get his flowers because Melo is truly a talent, man. And yeah, man, I'm just happy for him. I think obviously his tenure with the Nuggets going all the way to the OKC obviously was his prime, right? But even being on the Rockets, Blazers, and the Lakers, still a bucket, still able to get his. And I just think the longevity of Melo, I think it's just something to be looked at, man. And first round, third overall pick, living up to his name. Congrats to him. And yeah, man, all the best to my boy Melo, man.
Yeah, 10th all time in scoring. Did you mention those Knicks days, man?
Well, the Knicks days is
he was balling with the New York
generation.
Knicks,
no. Hey, I said 03 to 2017. I think that covers the the Nuggets and the Knicks prime, I would say.
Yeah.
But just generational. And I think a lot of people forget how good and how often we don't see a player like Melo, with that jab step and the fadeaway, the isolation moves, with it in the post, all like that versatility. We don't see that no more. And I just could describe Melo as a smooth operator, just like you would call PG in his prime, right? So, yeah, man, this is much well deserved. All y'all saying he don't got no rings, go suck a dick. I mean, it ain't all about rings at the end of the day.
Look, man, I agree. Carmelo Anthony is one of the greatest. I mean, he's first ballot, well deserved, and just one of the most skillful players we've seen. I mean, there's a reason why I just love guys who are skillful. I love the Kobe's, I love the D Ways, the KDs, the Stephs. I mean, the list can go on and on. I mean,
the Allen Iversons.
Yeah, like guys who just got game. They're like, you look at Carmelo, right? Offensively, he scored all three levels, man. Low post, mid post, high post, from the three. His footwork was incredible. And you talk about his jab set. When he hit you with that jab set and that first step, super quick, man. Super quick.
Just yummy.
And had just one of the most quickest releases as well.
It's just so beautiful.
Yeah, Carmelo, man, he was in his prime, bro. He was a top 5 player in basketball.
Absolutely.
I mean,
and score.
No question. Carmelo, one of the greatest scorers of all time. And I just remember, like I said, me as a kid growing up, and when I really first really started to fall in love with the game of basketball and really start to like really know what's going on in the court rather than just watching it on a TV.
Absolutely.
Like those battles that him and Kobe had, and in the conference finals, those 2009 playoffs.
Chills.
I know, man. It was a great time, bro. That's when the purity of basketball, bro.
And the presentation, the jerseys, the aura of the crowd, the everything, the clutch shots by Melo.
Super clutch. I mean, Kobe talked about it like in interviews how he would say Melo was one of the hardest dudes he ever had to guard, just because Melo was so physical, really physical, bro. And
you're a top scorer on top of that. The way you can maneuver, and like you said, that jab set was lethal, boy. I think that inspired a whole lot of people.
I think the most underrated thing about Melo was just his quickness, his first step. Like I said, his first step was just incredible. But those playoff matchups, like those Nuggets teams when they had Chauncey Billups and J.R. Smith and Kenyon Martin, Nene.
Bringing back memories, boy.
The Lakers with
players, man.
Kobe, D-Fish, Powell, Bynum, Lamar Odom, my boy Sasha Vujicic, the machine.
Oh my God, bro.
Those were the days, bro. Those were the days. Man. But in the end, man, congratulations to Melo. Like I said, well deserved.
Absolutely. Well deserved.
And you don't see a lot of dudes like Melo no more, bro.
No. That's why
you don't see a lot of dudes like that, bro.
There's a reason I go back and I watch some Carmelo Anthony highlights. Okay, I get a little taste of the old generation.
100%, bro. Salute to one of the greats, man. And man, Carmelo Anthony.
That's right. I'll be watching that speech for sure.
Shout out, bro.
Shout out Carmelo, man. What a career. Yeah. And moving on to some WWE. I like how the commentators say it sometimes, y'all. You ever see they pronounce that right? The WWE. What a build-up it has been so far, but we're gonna focus on two certain topics today. First, Caleb, man, start me off with this. Finally, we get a back and forth between these two instead of just talking to the crowd. They just come out and Cody talks for the crowd and Cena is just talking shit to the crowd. I mean, now we get these two jousting at each other, man. And what do they give us? Pure cinema. God damn it, man. Caleb, tell me what was going on, man. How you feeling?
Nah, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You know how I know the WWE is back, bro? When you start making Vince McMahon references, bro.
Man, when you start calling Vince,
now that was insane, bro. What did I don't want to misquote it, bro, because it was an all-time quote. Like, what did Cody specifically say?
Cody was like, "Hey, I mean," he said the fans chose him, right? The fans, they chose me. But he said, Cena, you? Wasn't it one guy in an office and we don't talk about him anymore?
That was nuts.
That
bro.
Guy.
That was
nuts. That guy.
Man, I thought Cena was in a break character when he said that, bro.
I mean, he hit the stutter step. I mean, obviously we know it's a work and everything, and we kind of know, how they go over it in the back and everything. But man, just to see it heat up. I mean, let's go through it real quick. I mean, they come out, crowd is blazing hot for these guys both. Shout out to the European crowds. I know WWE's gonna go
But
back
they
to
be
the
going
USA.
crazy, bro.
International crowds are different, bro. You know that from soccer. I know you love your soccer, but
Come on, man.
Your European crowds are different. And I wish WWE could just stay out there. But going back to the US, you're gonna get a little more wild. All you're gonna hear is the what chants, what, because USA is just a bunch of full of, I don't want to say it, but European crowds hot. So shout out European crowds. And they start off with the "Let's go Cena." Cena sucks. You get the divide in the crowd.
Cena.
Oh, I love it. But Cody starts off with, asking Cena, why'd you do it? Why'd you sell your soul? And this is where I kind of give Cena a little flack, because this whole promo, he didn't answer that question. But he did go off. Cena did go off. He fired back at Cody, saying he was going to bury him. He said, Cody, I'm bury you. I'm bury you, like he buries everyone else, stating that,
He said he going to walk out with that championship belt, bro, when it's all said and done.
That's right. With the 17th, and he's going to pass the woo Ric Flair. Nobody does the woo like me. But Cena just tells Cody, strip away the music and the entrance, and you're nothing else but a pinstripe suit.
That's crazy.
That's nasty work. And then Cody obviously heats it up with that Vince line, ruthless, and it gets the crowd hot. You could just hear the crowd just. You know what I'm saying? And then, Cody, rebuttals, hits him hard. That Cena, you're the actual company creation. The fans, they chose me. I didn't have to be created by Vince. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Cody being what Cena does, even to Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Cody held his own here, and you got to give him some props, because a lot of people would be talking shit. So shout out Cody.
You can't wrestle?
Man. He got the last line. I ain't gonna lie though. Before that though.
No, Cena was cooking in the beginning, but Cody Rhodes came from the top row, bro, at the end. Man.
And Cena hit him with the, he never left. Whatever WWE gave me, I made it great. You had to leave. You had to leave to make yourself great and put the tattoo on your neck to get right. But and he also hit him with this line. I think I'm a biased Cena fan, just because we grew up on him. Caleb, he said, "I make empires for billionaires. All you ever done is steal money from their kids." That is nasty work. And then John's, I'll see you at WrestleMania, champ. Cooked. Cody, he's like, no. I know, bitch now. I ain't no bitch. Cody's like, you know what? You say all that. That crowd has never ever told me that you can't wrestle. And then you could see the little switch and Cena. He's all, nah. Now I remember the 5 moves of doom. They were calling Cena out for his whole career on that. The 5 moves, the 5 knuckle shot. Everybody knows it, But comes back in the ring, does a heel tactic, which I like. He goes cheap shot. Cody looks strong, and obviously Cody is supposed to look strong because he has been here. He's the champ. He wrestles.
Hit him with the crossroads, bro.
Hit him with the crossroads, dog. And Cena goes off looking strong. But overall, man, great segment. I think this is the main event I'm most excited for in this build. What about you, man? How you feeling about this whole feud?
I think it's great because no doubt Cody Rhodes he's the face now. He's the guy that everyone looks to. And then Cena is like the face for us when we grew up watching WWE. So it's like the past and the present. Cena wants to go out on his terms with the championship belt. Cody wants to remind Cena and everyone that supports Cena, like, I'm the guy now. This is my business.
This is mine. It's 2.0.
So I'm excited because, like you said, it's just two eras coming together, and like you said, this is it for Cena. This is farewell. So, to be honest, bro, I got a hot take here. This is gonna sound kind of crazy. I got a hot take. I think Cena wins at WrestleMania. Then I don't think he retires.
You don't think he's gonna retire?
I think he wins, and then I think he'll kind of just go back to being like a part-time thing.
Of course.
But I don't think he retires. I got a feeling, bro. I got a feeling like Cena, like
I mean, I would love to see him not retire because I mean it's all breaking our hearts that he is retiring.
Because if you win the belt, you can't just be like, all right, I'm done. Like, you know what I mean? That's kind of
obviously he's gonna go on his little farewell tour, but I think what is gonna be the catalyst to him retiring is the end of the year.
His age.
He's gonna drop. Yeah, no, not only that, but he's gonna drop the title, and then he's gonna turn face again. I don't think he's gonna go out heel. He's not gonna go out bad.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think Cena's image. Yeah, I don't think he wants to. Yeah,
but he is giving everyone the heel run that everyone has wanted for his whole career. Everyone wanted him to be the bad guy at a certain point. Yeah, let's talk about a real bad guy though. Let's talk about a real bad guy. And Caleb, I think, is reminiscent. He's getting some 08, 09 vibes over here because when Caleb started texting me about Gunther, I was like, "Yep, you're getting that nostalgia, effect." Because I feel like Gunther represents that old ruthless aggression era. You know what I mean? So
the attitude era,
not the attitude, ruthless aggression. In that middle tier with Jeff Hardy and John Cena and Edge and Batista and all those guys. But yeah, man, let me start you off, man. Let me start you off. Match between Jimmy and Gunther starts, right? Ends up being a little competitive. Then Gunther pulls it out. Looks like the bitch strong man he is. Actually was taunting Jimmy throughout the match, not wanting to pin him. I was like, that's crazy work. And gets the pin, gets the win. After the match, he starts obliterating Jimmy a little bit, puts him in the sleeper hold. Then you cue Jay's music, yeet, and then
I'm eating all over myself.
Pauses.
No, because Pat McAfee said it. I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Definitely, it's wild. But yeah, that's gonna get clipped up for sure.
Man, I'm clipping that. And then obviously, Jay saves his brother. Then Gunther runs off. Then we go to commercial, right? Chilling on commercial. Chilling. Come back for a commercial. Oos is helping Oos. I got you. They head to the back. Boom! Double clothesline. Here comes Gunther. Oh, God. And here comes the mauling. Here's where it comes personal. I think he throws Jimmy in the ring, or Jimmy just kind of sells to get in the ring. And then grabs his zip ties. Gets one. Puts it on the rope for Jay. Ties him there, which is nasty work. And then he just starts, he's flaunting with the championship at him. Come get it. You want it, Jay? Come get it. Then, you see Jimmy coming up behind. Gunther just every time he gets up, bam, bam. Then Jimmy finally gets in the ring. What happened, Caleb?
All I'm gonna say, man, is that it turned into one of the most bloodiest scenes I've seen in WWE for such a long time. And it was like, it was funny because Michael Cole is always over the top when things like that happen. And it was funny. It was an all-time performance for Michael Cole, but Gunther, man, that was nasty.
Straight.
But it's great though, because I think the WWE needs it in a way. They need like that kind of those sort of moments.
That whole feud needed it. I feel like Jay and Gunther as a feud was very
It was dying. It was stale.
It was stale. There you go. Perfect point. There is stale. And now you make it real personal, man. I mean, he's blooding him up. He's beating him in front of Jay. He drags him to Jay for Jay to barely, reach Jimmy. Then he's beating him right there. He's pulling him away. Get off him. And he calls, I don't know if you peeped it, but when he had Jimmy in the sleeper and he's putting him out, he called Jay a big pussy. He's like, "Come get him, you big pussy." Gunther's a menace, man.
No, he's a certified menace for sure.
Covers himself in Jimmy's blood, tastes it freaking.
No, that's nuts. That's nuts.
Crazy heel work. And as Gunther finally's done, lets him close enough for Jay to reach him. Jay's touching his forehead. Gunther's just bloodied, raising the chip. And the segment ends, and I'm just
classic Gunther, huh?
and I'm just sitting there. I'm just like JR. I'm like, dear God,
Gunther, for the love of God,
you son of a bitch.
No, don't do it.
Hey, he hated Triple H with the life of him, man. JR, he hated H.
Nah, JR, bro, like he was, bro, like one of the greats, one of the great generational commentating, bro.
Generational. But man, give me your thoughts on Gunther's heel work and how he's gotten in this new age of heel work. Like we haven't, like you said, we haven't seen this in a long time.
I just think, like, especially with John Cena going heel, I just think the WWE needed this. They needed more heels. They needed to bring like sort of like just a bad. We love toxicity in certain moments, bro. We love toxicity, bro.
Yeah, come on.
And like I said, I just think it was needed, especially like with Jimmy. And now I think Jay's in on it now. I think now Jay. I think
the right hand man's gonna come out now. It's not the Yeet man. It's the right hand man.
Nah, and I think Jay. Look, I'm predicting what's gonna happen in the next event, bro. I'm predicting it right now.
Jay's gonna win, bro.
I think Gunther's gonna have a match out of nowhere. Jay like comes out, like match is over, tries to just like blindsides him. That's what I think is gonna happen.
Okay.
I think that's gonna happen, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm calling the shots, bro.
WWE?
I'm calling the shots, bro.
Do we throw any extracurriculars? As in, are we throwing Gunther going through a table? Are we adding further damage with weapons?
Oh no, yeah. I think everything's tables, bro.
Everything.
Yes, chairs.
Jay's essentially just gonna go berserk.
Bro, because that's what it kind of just feels like.
He's got to get the get back for Zeus.
Yeah, but no, I just think it's great, bro. Because at the end of the day, like WWE has really just the entertainment value, the eyeballs that are now on the industry as a whole have skyrocketed. And now that you're making John Cena beloved character heel, now you're making Gunther heel against the Usos, and everyone loves the Usos. Bro, right. I think this is perfect for Gunther. I think it elevates his stock, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And
I could honestly, I'd love to see Gunther as a face too, because as a face, it's honestly, I feel like it's more comedic in a way, just because he just mauls everybody. It's just hilarious. But as a heel,
bro's a savage, bro.
it's just menacing.
Nah, it's amazing, bro. WWE is back, bro. I never thought I would say this, bro, because I thought it was raps for a while, but it's in its prime again.
It's in the prime. Stock is up, and also the stock needs to go up on this show. But that's all you're gonna get out of us today. And quick little light episode from the previous ones being a very lengthy ones for y'all. But y'all go follow the socials down below. We be talking a bunch of crap on Twitter, so y'all go comment. Y'all go comment on the YouTube. Follow up there. You know what I'm saying? We're going to catch y'all next time, man, on episode 41. This has been episode 40. That's Caleb. It's your boy Jay. We out of this one, man. Peace.
Love y'all.